What up?
What's going on?
What's up?
Yo, my whole thing just went down. I'm glad it popped back up, but one of these kids in here unplugged my Wi-Fi. Why they do that to me?
Probably you are.
I'm glad it didn't shut it down. So, because that's what I was worried about, shutting it down and then got to do everything all over again. So that was dope. I'm just glad I had to start over again because I was had my feelings a little bit on that one. Yeah, because I was
What up?
What's up, Friday?
What's up? What's up?
Friday.
Oh, what's this? Talk to me,
Oh,
Friday.
man.
What you got going on?
Man, just
He got his
you
head,
know,
got his headphones on.
yeah, man.
Like
you
I know it.
Working over here.
Mike, what's up, Mike? Y'all, Mike had something to do. He said he was gonna try to chime in if he could. So look, just he here. He in spirit. He on the sideline tonight, y'all. What's going on? So y'all, tonight's topic is what does it mean to be a step parent? What's y'all input? Y'all know we're gonna be all around the world and all that stuff, but I want to share with y'all a comment that one of the viewers put on before we even got started, y'all. So check this out. This is what Mr. Roger Wilson had to say. Like, as soon as the live popped up, that was a comment that he posted on there. Mike said he here in the comments. I see you, Mike. It says, what is the same, but the difference is that they have to deal with the fact that the child not like them because they're not their significant parent, but at the end of the day, they still have the same room as a biological parent. How y'all feel about that?
It's a touchy subject.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's a touchy subject? This is what Eric said. This is Eric. Eric said he listening, he here, and that's why the app. So what y'all think?
I done went through it. I done went through it twice.
Moody.
Go ahead, Moody. Go ahead. You got this.
His internet messed up.
Can y'all hear me?
There you go. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. All right. So I'm a step parent. And I've been a step parent, but I guess it's all in the approach. To me, because I'm so kid oriented. You know what I'm saying? When I first became a step parent, it sucked. Because of course, like he said, the kids don't want to listen to you because they don't know your rule in the house. Based on my experience, they didn't know my role in the house. And if I had a role in the house, if I was just in and out, you know, and that's a whole different story too. When you're a parent that's in and out of the household, or not even if you're a significant other, the person who has the children, and you're in and out of the household, that's a different circumstance. There's so many ways we can go with this. There's so many ways that we can go with this.
I'm a product of a stepchild.
Let's see. I'm a product of a stepchild. I grew up in a so my mother married my brother's father. So I'll start there. I'll start there before I could tell. I don't know, man. I'm an exception to the rule because I looked at my stepfather as a father because my father wasn't there. But it was at times I felt like he didn't look at me as a son.
Is that because
his biological son, or he would look at me in resentment?
I agree with you.
That's what I felt. I agree. You know what I'm saying? And me and him had conversations about it. Yeah, me and him had conversations about it as I got older. You know, but for the longest time, you know, it was I closer, but that kind of put on when my brothers came around because I'm the oldest. So I felt like sometimes he treated my brothers and his son a little bit better, or gave them more than giving to me because I wasn't his son. I hope I'm not one.
Because I felt like that before. With my stepfather, I felt like because and I can't speak for my siblings, but which is my mother's kids, but I felt like he did treat his kids better. But that's the thing, like I don't know. I felt that way. I felt that way, and I agree with you 100% because they don't treat you the same. But see, me, I'm a stepmother, okay? And I try to treat my stepson the same way that I treat my kids. Although, every child has different personalities, so you can't really treat them the exact same way because they're the different personalities and stuff that they have. Like, some challenges that I feel like some step parents have is like discipline. Are you going to discipline the stepchild? So what you going how do you discipline your stepchild? You don't want to, because you're really not that active parent. You know what I'm saying? You're the step parent, so you can't discipline them. You know what I'm saying? Then it could be, are the kids older or they younger?
What you mean? Hold on.
You froze, Moody.
Can't discipline. What you mean you can't discipline?
No, I didn't say.
I said, what do you mean you can't discipline?
I didn't say you can't.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard my.
No, I said sometimes you don't want to because you don't know. You don't know like what to say. You don't want to offend them. You want them to try to get to know you. You know who you are, especially if you're just brand new. Now, if you're old, then it might be a little bit different with that. But I don't know, like you have different ideas on how you discipline them or whatever the case may be. But I don't know. With new relationships, new bonds, it's all different.
Yeah. I've heard of that in some cases.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes some can form a bond right away. Some never.
I've heard that in some
really
cases.
Form bonds, like
I said, I've heard that in some cases.
Yeah, it took me a minute. I ain't even gonna lie. With my stepdad, my mom got married. I was like, "Who you?" Like, you know what I'm saying? But we kids, we can't really tell our parents what to do.
Like I said, if you in their life, that's what I believe.
I mean, yeah, and they have to respect you as that parent. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of step parents, they have challenges. You know what I'm saying? Not only does the step parents have challenges, the what y'all laughing at?
Mike.
Did I miss some?
Mike.
Oh, yeah. But some like everybody has challenges in this. Moody, you a step parent. He freezing. Moody, what's going on? You might need to get Moody, get on your phone.
That man cheap.
I'm not going in there.
Cheapo internet.
Oh my God.
Come on, Moody. Kaylani said I discipline
Mike.
Right.
Hear what I said? Mike.
What you say, Moody? You froze, bruh.
Yeah, he always on that laptop, man.
When he got CenturyLink. Mike said the parents should let them know that they stepping in. Absolutely. And that's because, I'll be honest. Even with my husband, I introduced my kids to my husband. Number one, the whole entire time we dated. He ain't coming to my house. Who? No. I got kids that live there. You want to meet me? We can meet. We can meet somewhere.
I respect that.
And they got to respect them. Absolutely. But what happens, Mike, if, you know what I'm saying, your child, I'm just saying, what if you know what I'm saying, your child is respecting them, and then all of a sudden, like that changes. What happens then? Okay, moving on. What happens then, Friday?
Man, I done been through. I was married twice, so I done been through 2 sets of stepkids, man, and
Hey, Aaron.
it was 2 different circumstances. With my first marriage,
Look at
uh,
this dude.
my wife was 15 years older than me. Like I had straight up cougar, but I married her. She had a 12-year-old daughter and she had a 7-year-old. So she already kind of had that structure. So when we got married, I never had to discipline them or anything like that. My job was, I did the man things. I provided and I did everything. Like I would get on them, to clean the room and everything. They never not once. I think the son, we got into it with about like cleaning the room, and he'll say like, yo, you're not my dad. You're not my dad. But it's he said that, but he said that he pulled that mess with his man, but it was random. It wasn't all the time.
How you feel about that?
I said I don't give a shit.
For real,
I said I ain't give a shit. Like I didn't give a shit. I just told him like, I'm here. Your dad's not. So his dad, he was just out of frustration because we had moved to Hawaii and he was away from his dad and everything. So he was kind of taken away. So I kind of got it. So I ain't never passed out him or anything like that. But for the most part, they was cool. She did all the disciplining. I swear, like they act up. Moody know. He knew my first wife. She had that handle, and I was cool with that. Now, when I come into my second marriage, like I had a positive experience with stepkids, so I did it again. She had 3, so it wasn't like 3 different baby daddies or anything like that. It was just like she had her kids. She was in a relationship, so she had 3. I would tell you, I would tell you, So, you're talking about the early 2000s, and now you're talking about later on, 12, 15 years later. These kids are built different. Parenting is different. So, I was with my wife and everything, and she had all girls. So that was tough. They respect me and everything, but they get out of hand and everything. I'm a type of person like, if I got this. I don't tear up the house or anything like that. Y'all got rooms. They was tearing up furniture and all that stuff because this was the culture she created. So I was a little bit like, I didn't know the kids very well. So I was getting acclimated into it because I was inserting myself into a family. So I couldn't, drop the hammer like, hey, this how it gonna go. So I'll say my piece, but I just watched. I watched for a moment, for a little while, and see how she moved. No one, the kids were undisciplined, and I was like, yeah, they need a 2-parent household. So I get in there and I'll just talk to the girls and everything. But when it came to disciplining, she did not discipline them. She was like, if you want them disciplined, you discipline them. And I was like, man, these girls, man, this ain't my damn job to do that. Like, you need to get up and handle that. You know what I'm saying? All she would do is just scream at them and then
But kids don't listen until listen. Hey, my husband tell me all the time. He be like, babe, don't scream at them. But they don't listen. They don't listen until I start yelling. But he can say something and then boom. Like, why
listen? Oh, they was kind of like trying to play us against each other and everything. And I see my wife wasn't really doing anything. Man, I started tearing their ass up. I wouldn't beat them. I started tearing their ass. I'm like, man, hell no, they're gonna burn this house down, man. if I don't get their ass. And then she'd be like, I think you're going a little too hard. I'm like, what? I'm like, what, man? Hey, you get up here and take care of this. I don't even want to do this.
Right.
So it was, but them kids still, even though we divorced and everything, they still love me to this day. They still call me Papa and everything. They knew when I came up there, it was business. Because no one thing, don't disturb me when I'm in my garage, when I'm drinking and I'm chilling, and I gotta come up there ahead of y'all.
So look, see, I didn't even think that you was gonna go all into details and stuff like that. So I'm gonna question you. What do you think your biggest challenge was being a step parent? But before
not being on a
Mike, look at Mike.
Hey, let me tell you, the biggest challenge when you and her is now on the same accord. That's the biggest challenge.
That's the key. That's the key.
When you and her are now on the same accord.
That's the key right there.
So basically, we're not saying her because we're not putting a gender on this. It could be a male as the guardian, and then the stepmother. Like it could be vice versa. We're not putting no gender on it. So basically, what you're saying is both parties got to be on one accord as far as the parenting is concerned, and how they discipline the kids and things of that nature, right?
Yeah. So if I'm wrong, if she disagrees with me, do not do that in front of the kids. We'll talk about it.
Absolutely. I agree 100%.
Yeah, because them kids.
I've had to do that before.
It out.
Like when my husband say something to my kids, I'm like, y'all heard what he said? And then me and him talk. If something ain't right, I be like, babe, look. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we do that.
And you can't undermine the other parent.
No. But see, kids do that. Kids will play on that.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem I see especially raising stepchildren. When you two ain't on court, let's say, let's give a scenario. If I'm with a young lady who has kids and I'm in their life, and the father is an active parent, and then all three of us need to be on one accord. All three of us need to be on one accord. If he's not an active parent, he loses to me. If he's not, or he or she, let me say that, is not an active parent,
they don't got no say so.
They lose their right to say what's going on, especially
absolutely.
So they lose that, and then but the other person has to realize that they can't say, well, them ain't your kids, them his kids, but he or she is not here to raise these kids the way we want our children to, want them to be raised. So you can't undermine each other, or you got to support the other parent at all times. Unless, like you say, unless you're wrong. But then you just, you kind of put a pause on it, y'all step away, and you should never see them, never let them see y'all disagree.
Yeah, because then the kids, they're going to play on that. That's what they do. They're gonna play that, like, oh, my mama said this, or my daddy said this. I ain't got to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? No, they do that.
Well, I tell my daddy that you said this to me. Well, I tell your daddy or your mama that I said that to you. I mean, what's the problem?
Tell them.
Hey, you know what though? I'm gonna tell you, like, and if we don't even think about this, man, a lot of like parents, when you in the step parent role or anything like that, we don't have good situational awareness. Like, it could be kids, we could be in disagreement, and kids, standing by and they're listening, because kids love to be in grown folks' conversations and all that stuff.
Yes, they do.
They need to be put in their place, because I'll tell mine quick. Grown folks talking, go and get out the way. Now, some parents think that's cute and all that, but it ain't cute. A child needs to stay in a child's place, absolutely. But look what Kaylani said, y'all.
I don't care how old.
Kaylani said, but there's an active parent that feels that they're entitled because they're the birth parent. What y'all think about that?
Then why y'all together then? Why y'all together? if you put your children, whether it's male or female, if you put your children above your significant other, somebody you trying to build with, why y'all wasting time being together? That's my opinion. I don't not saying.
Okay. So let's talk about it. Okay, stay right there. Pause.
Kids are a very important thing to a relationship because they're not going nowhere.
Kids can make or break a relationship.
Absolutely. So if you feel like you tied to your children that bad, to me, if we can't build past the kids, then we can't build. Because it's always going to be a problem. It's always why go down that road if you can't get over that hump right there? That's just like telling somebody, you know what? I've cheated in the past. I don't have no control over cheating, and I'm going to always cheat. I don't know if that. So you say we can't get past that, or excuse me, let me say that. I've cheated in the past, and you can't get over me cheating. That's the analogy I'm using is that. So if you can't get past that, how can we build on that right there? If you can't get past me being able to discipline our children under our roof, then how can we build a family or a house on that premises by itself?
And then that goes back to what Kaylani said. That goes exactly back to what she said, because some parents feel like these my kids. I had these kids, or it's my sperm, or they came out of my belly, or whatever, whatever it is, and that's how they feel. Yeah, they don't want, even if their spouse gets married or whatever the case may be. Oh, I don't want them around my kids, especially women. Oh my God, women get on my nerves.
That's what I was about to tell you.
You know what I'm saying? Men do that too, though. I don't want that nigga around my son. I'm his daddy. But see, that's not right. It takes a village to raise a child, so the more the merrier, baby.
Absolutely.
You know what? And then my second marriage, like me and the baby dad, we didn't even get along. He didn't even know me, but we got cool later on because basically his kids said like I'm a good stepdad and everything, and they're telling him like, yo, he's a good father. So being a dad, he's like, I ain't even about to like go at this dude. So I get it though. Like it took a long time, but like we ended up being cool. We ended up really being cool. Like shoot, when he my daughter, shoot, he'll take my daughter. If he taking his daughter somewhere, he'll take my daughter with them. They all sisters and everything.
Yeah, and that's how it should be. Grown people. That's what grown people do. You know what I'm saying? Let's put it this way, mature. That's what mature people do. You co-parent. It takes a village. We can't do it by ourselves. We probably could, but we can't. It takes a village.
I told that nigga like
is more, you have different perspective, different POVs, which means point of view. If y'all don't know, I'm abbreviating. I'm sorry. But you have different perspectives, different point of views of this parent. And if you don't like something that this parent said, maybe that this parent said this, and it sticks with you. If y'all say something or whatever. Like I had to call my daughter daddy the other day. Me and my husband been talking to my daughter about a certain situation, and she didn't want to listen. So I picked up the phone. I said, "Look, you need to call your daughter, and you need to talk to her." He said, "Say no more." My husband knows, like, why we all can't get along? Why we all can't get along?
And it's supposed to be, and it should be like that, because I told him, like, hey, the duration of our marriage, hey, I would have gave my life for your kids, man. Like, they're my kids. They're my kids. So I was like, hey, we ain't together, but we kind of tied. So if something was to ever happen to me, I would want you to, look out for my daughter, man, and, so she'll still have a male presence in her life. You know what I'm saying? Can you do that for me? And he was like, no doubt, I got you.
Right. And see, that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be no arguing, bickering, back and forth, or none of that. A step parent is exactly that, a parent. Just let's remove the step, period. Just let's get rid of the step. It's a parent. It's another parent.
Yeah, you just another parent. Like I've never ever told them, I never ever said these are my kids. They're not my step kids.
Yes, sir.
These are my kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And see, that's how my mom, the crazy thing, that's how my mom and my stepdad are. Like my mom be like, I got 28 grandkids. And sometimes I be like, No, you don't. You have 9. But I'm like, that's just me because I be clowning all the time. But she don't look at it as like step parents, and he don't look at it like that. But it just it be the kids, especially when we get older, y'all. Y'all know how we get.
Yep.
Yeah, my wife up because I was like, we got into the argument. She was saying something. I'm like, you didn't go tell me how to display my damn kids. I told her straight like that.
Yeah.
Maria said that some parents, that's what we'll call them instead of just men and women. Some parents, sometimes they don't want you to be happy because they want that other person to be miserable. But guess what? Y'all gotta not shut them out, child, but you gotta shut them out of your relationship. That comes with something to your relationship. They're using the kids as a tool to sabotage your relationship. But if y'all really want to be together, y'all got to shut that down. Look, man, look, man or woman, you here for the kids. You got to come kids and do your thing. And don't worry about what we got going on over here. And that's what comes with people not being mature too. I mean, I remember when I said the same thing. I told my ex-wife, I'm like, you can't be bringing nobody around my daughter now.
That's the worst, bro.
And I said, and she kept asking me, and for a while she did it because I don't know why the hell she did it, but she did it because I said it. I guess she respect what I was saying, and she kept asking me, why do I say that? And I really just didn't want anybody around my trying to replace me.
So Mike said, what if the step parent is the same age as you?
What that mean?
It means like what if the step parent the same age as you?
Well, I mean,
I'm my age. What if my step parent was my age?
Oh, you talking about step parent is the same age as the child?
As us, as individuals. What if the step
parent?
Yes, as a child, yeah.
All the parents
don't really matter now.
Let's say, for instance, I think I know where he's going with this. Say it is an older man and a younger woman, or it could be a younger man and an older woman. And then she got a son, or he got a son, or a daughter that's 20 years old. Let's say we're 40 and 20. Let's do that. Yeah, Mike is crazy. That's
well, hold on.
That's all I got to say.
So you said one of the parents is the same age as one of the stepchildren?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, you can't. I mean, you can't really stop that. The only thing you can do is put your kid up on game.
Aaron said, "Oh dang, I'm not sure how to feel about that." Oh, right. Aaron, thank you for the stars, love. I see him on the other screen. I don't see him on this one, but
I will tell you though, like dudes, like
I've been in that position because my oldest daughter is 33. It's 33.
Maria.
My oldest daughter, we got some. Like what the world? Hold on, this is my stepbrother.
Maria, how you feel about? Girl, hold on. I'm about to inbox you this link because I need you to come on because I want to hear about this.
No, hold on. My oldest daughter is 33, so of course I ride bikes, but my oldest daughter's in a bike club. So of course, whenever I got out of my divorce, I started to date a lot of women. And my oldest daughter's 33, so it's not uncommon for me to be my age and date a younger woman. So, all
right, Moody, I got one for you.
Well,
say your daughter's 33 years old, right?
Right, and how?
And what? Hey, what if one of the dudes that we served on the ship, right? And he just met your daughter.
Yeah,
and you knew how he was, right?
I do.
Yeah, and he meet your daughter talking about trying to marry. How'd you feel?
I had to sit him down. Man.
But he was like, "Yeah, remember?" See, he about to go.
I don't know what I said.
And y'all used to hang
his
out, man.
Phone ring. He on his phone and his phone ringing, so it's cutting him off.
Yeah, my daughter trying to call in.
Who is saying, can I send the link? Who is that? I don't see no name.
Hey, but
I think it's my daughter trying to get in. She's trying to get in the conversation.
Man, keep her out of it, man.
She trying to get into the conversation, but yes. No, man, I don't know what I would do, really. I mean, because I have to sit him down, dog. Especially for somebody I know. Because, see, my daughter did date somebody, a kid they used to work. And I said, look, man, I told him just like this. I said, look, I'm going to tell you like this. Don't make me break your neck. I think that's my baby. Because if she called me, I ain't asking no questions. I'm coming, sir.
Look, here go Maria. Welcome, Maria.
She got me up here looking a hot mess.
Are you good?
But to answer your question, I do feel like there's a different level in maturity, as well as being a parent. So for that specific individual, I don't mind, to say the least. But if it was somebody who was more mature and was acting like a mother should be to her own children, you ain't got to mother me, then I think I might have a different opinion. Just that age gap is really fucking weird.
So you okay with your dad dating someone your age?
Oh no, I before they even got married, I spoke out and I was like, I don't agree with this shit. This shit is fucking disgusting.
Shit for the streets.
I agree, and the reason why I say I agree is because why would you date somebody your child age? So this means, and it'll make you think for real, like, oh, so you was looking at me? You was looking at me like that? I'm your child.
I also feel like people that are like that, especially with that huge age gap, without giving out too much of my personal information, stedo is what I'll say. A stedo is like what truthfully it is ultimately. Like there's literally a whole grown ass adult age between the two.
Right.
Like a whole grown, like probably y'all's age.
Right.
Between the two.
That is a little weird.
Oh wow.
So society says So society says it's weird, right? So, but when celebrities do it with that huge age gap, we cool with that.
I don't agree with a lot of celebrity stuff. So,
but I'm saying we're a whole different. But like I said, that's the world.
Well, that's because people fetishize the wrong things. Like if it's the basic Joe and Annie, then they're like, "Oh, cool, this is fine," or "This is disgusting." But if it's like R. Kelly, they were like, "Oh no, don't lock him up." So I agree with you completely. I think the biggest issue is one, maturity. Like I talked to somebody and they're 13 years older than me. Mind you, I don't act 27. So like they have kids that are like 19. So I understand it from both sides, but I also think that like when you have a huge age gap, like a grandpa and a freaking mid-20 person or late 20, I guess you could say, that's just super weird. But I think that also if you understand the dynamics of certain situations, then it could possibly work. But maturity has to be there.
So Monique said you can't help who you fall in love with. It's none of anybody's business when the children are grown and gone.
That's what I was saying. Thank you, Monique, because that's what I was about to say. Your job.
To the kids.
Your job raising your kid. You're done at 18, right? That's what the law says, right? You're
18.
done.
It's a wrap.
Right.
Hey, you're 18, so hey, he can do what the hell he want to do. Or she can do what the hell she want to do too.
Now if they live.
Hey, you know what they say? Deal with it.
Deal with it.
Deal with it.
All right, Maria. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Maria.
Appreciate it.
We keep it real around here.
Oh, here go Eric.
Thank you, Maria. Hey.
What's up, Eric?
Hey.
Salute.
That's what's up. Eric,
Hey, man. Nah, you can't be good.
Y'all see what Mo said?
Yeah, I hear.
I'm gonna put Eric back on in a second, but that was just too loud.
I don't know what's going on with my phone, man. Listen, I'm here.
Yeah.
What's going on, Eric? So what you got to say?
Good conversation. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Moody, you in trouble. You done sent Lulu to the voicemail.
Get my headphones
That's too much going on in the background.
I know. Look, she trying to get in.
Lulu gonna get you.
I can't answer the phone, honey. I am on the phone live right now. I know you watching the live, young lady. She needs a link. I don't know. She wanted to say something. She wanted the link to say something about her, she wanted to bring up a topic. She wanted to bring.
Lulu.
Yeah, she wanted to bring up a topic.
I
can't. I'm using my phone because my laptop.
But you know what's crazy though?
She gotta be on your page. Hold on, I'll be right back.
And it's so crazy, like men, like women date older and men date younger.
Right. That is crazy though. I thought about that too, man. That is a crazy.
So you
thing.
know that shows, right? It's a value system.
Right.
It's a value system.
Yeah.
So like you got men up there 50, 60 years old still shooting up the club.
Oh Lord, yeah.
They still shooting up the club.
You see, I think there's a huge difference between 15 years and younger. And
right, he definitely didn't give a damn.
They would yeah. Like
I can't send it to her.
I would send it to her, but I'm stuck.
Hey, for real though, I think real. I think like older men though, but older men they get with younger women. Like you could be a man that's like 50, 60. They still have their sex drive. When a woman gets around that age, her sex drive kind of slow down. You know, so a lot of dudes, their sex drive slow down.
I ain't never experienced that. I always like women as they got
when they get older, like
when they get older, their sex drive goes. Hey, you want to chime in on this?
What you trying to say, Moody? Nah, just kidding. What you say? Sorry, that's loud.
So basically, Friday was saying that their sex drive, like women's, I've never experienced as it seems like as women get a little older, the sex drive goes up to me, based on my experience.
I'm talking about when they're like if they're in their 60s, like 50s and 60s, I'm talking about if you have a 60-year-old man, 60, 65, right? He still has his sex drive. And then a woman at 60, 65, her sex drive kind of goes down.
I don't know, man.
It just depends on the woman.
Right. I have yet to.
I thought I said that. Lulu, check your inbox, girl. It depends on the woman. Let me see if Eric quiet now.
Well, you know what though? It might be white women because like the sister boy. Hey, for real though, the white men be getting them young things though. You know, they be getting them young things, man. Hey, you be seeing them.
You is too much. You is too much.
I'm just saying.
All right, Eric, what you got to say, brother?
1 second. Can you hear me?
Because we're running out of time, y'all. I just sent Mo and Lulu the link. We're running out of time, y'all. But come on.
Give me 1 second. I don't know what's going on, but it's not letting me in here.
We got about 15 minutes left, and we got to go.
All right. Don't worry about it. I need 5. I'm going to blow the roof off.
Maria said, not white, native, and Mexican. You heard her? You heard her, Friday.
Hey, look, I didn't say she was white. I didn't say she was white.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I have yet to, as I date older women, as I was dating older women, it's like they sex drive just got higher and higher. I mean, but again,
Peace to you.
Yeah, depends on it. It really
might,
depends on the
it
woman.
might depend
So
on where you at too. It might depend on where you at too. So I mean, because when I was in California, life felt a whole lot different than it is than when I moved back to the South.
You don't say.
More let them tell you. It's a whole life experience different. Like it felt like I aged different when I was out in California. The elevation, the weather, and the whole environment. You know what I mean? I come back to the South, man. I'm not saying that I'm aging terrible now. I hope I ain't aging terrible. But I stayed younger a lot longer when I was in California. Maybe because the world don't seem so real when you're in California.
Peace. Listen, I really want to say much, but it's only like 10 minutes left. I said 10 minutes is all I need. But my phone is.
We're gonna keep it at 5.
Well, 5. I said 5. I said 5. You're absolutely right. And I meant what I said. But for the sake of, because my phone is not really acting right, but I heard the conversation and it's a big, plausible, definitely need to be addressed situation, especially with the way the relationships are now, especially in the city and across the planet. People are not committing anymore. So you gotta, there's a lot of people bailing out of situations, not representing situations right, just for whatever reason, male and female. So, there's a lot of empty spaces. There's a lot of voids. But one of the biggest problems, say it again.
I was talking to Lulu. I told her to say it again. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, no. One of the biggest things is our perception and our expectation in the midst of these relationships. And though we're discussing, the experiences that we've had, and those experiences are valid, and they just about, in a bag, they add up to us collectively what we experience. The problem is that we should not be experiencing the way that we're addressing the relationships. It's too much hatred. It's too much animosity. It's too much lack of understanding. It's too much self-willedness, just selfishness, period, even in the midst of the relationship. You want a man or you want a woman to come in and join with you and carry a bag that you and somebody else used to carry, but you only want him to carry it when you feel it's okay for him to carry it or okay for her to carry it. And then when it comes time for them to step up and they're carrying it because of how it makes you feel, how it's going to make you look, how the kids are going to feel, how the public's going to view you, how your mother's going to view you, how your baby father's going to view you, how your baby mother's going to view you, then all of a sudden everything's out the window. And like Mood was saying, then why do we get into the relationship? And that's why I come out front forward first. Straight. If I get into a relationship with you and you get into a relationship with me, we're addressing the fact, especially if you have children that are under the age of 16, because 16, 17, and 18, they're getting ready to either get the door or they're getting ready to be a consistent fixture in the home, one or the other, right? So, but 16 and under, how do you deal with that? When the children are violent, when the children are hateful, when the children are spiteful.
First of all, the children shouldn't be violent to no adult. First
of all, no, they shouldn't. But
if it's a man or a woman, whoever the parent is, they better check them and put that child in place, because that's straight respect. And me, for one, I ain't gonna tolerate it.
Hell no.
Right.
Hell motherfucker nah.
But
knock the shit out their ass.
Right. But now listen. Friday, Shay, everybody that's in the public, right? I agree with you, right? I agree with you there. And also looking at the other person's position in it. But here's the thing. When you get into that and you get ready to step it up, especially as a man, you gotta go from, even if you're one of the most pious, laid back, most chivalrous, knight in shining armor, good specimens, great job, looking like you never did anything, Mr. Pristine, Mr. I ain't never did nobody. I ain't never rubbed the elbow or scraped the knee, right? Then you get into a relationship with this woman that you really are with, and you doing all that you can do, and you haven't been doing it for a day. You've been putting in work for years, right? And not only is what you're getting worse, but individuals are still continuing not to see it in a way where it needs to be addressed. Then when you turn it up, now you got to turn it up. You got to turn it up on baby fathers. You got to turn it up on other families. God forbid. You got to turn it up on individuals, because people are not understanding that you're not engaging it for the sake of having an issue. You're engaging it because there's an issue that needs to be resolved, and
right,
everybody else is.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but that is your time. We got Mo sitting back here in the studio, and it's not gonna let us bring everybody up here on the same time. So I'm sorry. Sorry. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
But I want to say something about what Eric was saying. You don't want to comment, even though I know he's going out today. I think with that particular type of situation that's more than you think it is. I just think the conversation needs to be had between the immediate family and everybody else. Immediate family need to mind their fucking business.
Look, Lulu in the back laughing. I see her. Y'all know I can see y'all before y'all come on. She back there laughing.
Everybody need to mind their business.
What's up, Mo?
Once you start letting the rest of the get involved,
I feel like love is love. Like, how is that anybody's business? Like, once the kids are out the house, how is that anybody's business? Period. Like, the kids aren't in the house. Nobody's in the house with them. Let them do what they do. Everybody cheers on an old man that got a young woman. He got the money to do whatever he want to do. He want to have fun. You get what I'm saying? But as soon as an older woman has a younger man, it's a problem. Either way, if everybody's out the house, it's none of nobody's business. Put yourself in that person's shoes. You get what I'm saying? If you were that person that found somebody that was half your age, but their mental, you know what I'm saying, was in that frame, you get what I'm saying, that they understood you and they're worth more than the people your age, who is anybody to tell you anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody thinks that there's just a strict guideline about things, you know what I'm saying, and people and how it's supposed to go, and you dating a younger person, you might want to have sex with younger people. No, that don't got nothing to do with it. Now, like, say me, I'm 44 years old. If I'm dating a man that's 25 years old in my house, then yeah, we got a problem. If my kids are here, I have a problem, because you closer to my children's age. For all I know, you could be attracted to my daughter. It's a problem.
That's what I was saying.
Right. But if the children are not in the house, it's nobody's business. Exactly. I mean, like, my mother, her husband is 11 years younger than her. I met this man whenever I was 16, 17 years old. He's the best thing that ever happened to my family. They've been together for 30 years. This man comes home and throws his paycheck on the table. My mother has retired. She be traveling and do whatever she want, and he still be holding it down for her. Whenever I call him, he's there. You get what I'm saying?
Traditional shit back in the day.
It's none of nobody's business, right? The way that he was raised by his grandmother. He understood what it was. Him and my mother been through so many trials and tribulations. Oh my God. But he stuck to his marriage. I love this woman, and it is what it is. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? When my mother doing too much, he be telling her, yo, you doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Whenever she want to do something, he supports her. Whatever she's ever wanted, he's always been there for her. You get what I'm saying?
That's what it's all about. You got to support each other.
Right. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Like, I've met men that are younger than me, like 30 years old, that got their head together better than men that's my age. And I'll be like, come get y'all son. Just come get y'all son, because I like it. I like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got your shit together. You got your house. You got your car. You know,
look,
you know what I'm saying?
Don't be talking about those old the young niggas be running game too. Don't even trip. They up there just trying
to
show
course.
You
of course, just like the females be running game on these men because they want their pockets. Come on, like
and do.
Hey, let me tell you.
Like, run me my coin. Run me
my
coin.
So there's too many different aspects to this. Like, I don't understand why people think it's a straight cut and narrow. Like, there are different people that were raised by different people that view things different ways. Like, how can you sit here and say what's right and what's wrong?
All right, Mo. I had to cut you off. Booty trying to say something, and we got Big Nye in the back. This is her name is Lulu Big Nye. in the back.
Hey, can I say something? Can I say something? Hey,
We appreciate you.
Hey, y'all ever seen that movie Fences?
Yes.
Hey,
yes.
if you to teach a man how to be a man, you gotta watch Fences. You gotta watch Fences. You have to watch.
What's up, Nah?
Hey.
How you doing? How you doing?
Everybody, that's my twin right there.
Don't come up over here set tripping.
Yeah. Yeah. What you got to say? The world is listening.
Come on. Yeah, come on.
Wait, what have y'all talked about so far?
Ah, man.
Well, y'all gotta like I gotta know what the topic is.
Well, we talking about
own topic.
Talking about being a stepchild.
You got kids?
Talking about being a stepchild. Look, when your mama get a new man, you supposed to tell that. Nah, I'm joking. Let me stop.
No, you got kids?
Now, Moody.
I'm joking. Now, what we talking about, honey, is we're talking about just being a step parent. Being a step parent. How hard it can be being a step parent, and the complications that can be brought on by adults when trying to be a step parent or trying to be a parent to stepchildren. So that's what we're talking about.
So what you guys say, Lulu?
So are we talking about like when step parents come in, is the real parent like in the situation or not in the situation?
Either or.
Yeah, I tell your ass up.
Either or.
Yeah.
Either or.
So I really feel like y'all gotta like as an adult or as adults, y'all gotta respect each other's boundaries. Either way. Y'all gotta grow up one day.
Yeah. Out of the mouths of babes. Lord, have mercy, Jesus.
You know what the problem is?
So, Lulu, what would you
goddamn opinion?
Woo.
Back in the day, when I was coming up, you couldn't say nothing.
Lulu, it's a question for you on the scene, love. It says, ask her how would she feel having a step parent?
How would I feel like a step parent?
How would you feel having a step parent?
On my mama's side or my dad's side?
Both of them. Tell us both of them.
Hey, she rather have it on the
daddy first.
Hey, she rather have
Let's
it on
start with your daddy first since he's sitting right there.
So me as a mature, child, teenager, it really wouldn't matter to me as long as they would like respect me and I respect them. So, like I said, boundaries. Don't think you're my real parent now, because I got a real mama and I got a real daddy. So that's all it is.
But who you live with though?
It really don't matter.
Well, it don't matter. I got a daughter, and she about, oh Lord, I'm about to go through this mess too. I got a little daughter too. I'm about to go through this mess too. Hey man, it's about like, I believe that having, you could benefit.
Right, Amanda.
Man. But the kids be so apprehensive, like, oh, you're not my mom, you're not my daddy, but shit, I'm in this with you. And a lot of kids, they don't even they so stuck in their emotions and their feelings, they so blind to see that.
Right. And as you see what Amanda said, she said a step parent's role is highly important and harder than it being a real parent. And I agree with that. Yes, it is a lot harder because as a step parent, I feel like you're held at a different standard than the primary parent.
Right.
Yeah, because sometimes as a real parent, you gotta sometimes humble yourself and allow the step parent, if they're an active step parent, to hold up the role that you used.
Right. So, Mo, was that referring to Lulu's comment? What she said when you asked that question?
If they were,
bro, you ever think about this? It is so hard, man. As a step parent, like, or if you taking the family on, and you already established you have a house, you have all this, and you bring them into your house, and then you have to deal with kids that are like disrespectful, and it's like, all right, you love, you know what I'm saying, you love the person that you with, but the kids is making it harder, and you kind of like building something, like you're inviting them. You know, it's tough, man. It's tough, man or woman. I'm not just basing off men, like man or woman, man. It's tough. It's tough. I just know now, shoot. So if I'm dealing with a woman with kids, I'm shacking in with her. Shoot. Shit, I'm checking in with her. I'm coming in her mess. I'll still have my house, but I'm going in there.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, you already know.
It's crazy. Lulu, what you got to say, boo?
Well, I mean, no disrespect, but I'm at the age where if you give negative energy, I'm gonna give it back to you. Simple, adult or not, in the most respectfully way. That's all. I'm not
Moody, that's your child, Moody.
say my dad, got a new wife or something like that, and she's my stepmother, and I'm not about to sit there and let her talk to me in any type of way. That's not how I am.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah,
but
I feel that.
So how would you handle?
You got to question like, huh?
I said, if she came in one day and just start talking crazy to you, how would you handle that?
I'd have been like, you could talk crazy. You could talk like that to my dad, but not me. Because I ain't the one.
You make it your dad life hard.
I don't care.
Hey, what if he cut you off?
If you don't turn that mess down, Moody, all that echo up in here.
I look up.
Mike said Lulu, but
I'm sorry, I'm trying to switch over to the last.
But down somewhere.
She said you better sit down.
Who cares? They decided to say I do.
Mo said it's called respect, younger or older. Period. No matter, younger or old, it's called respect, baby. What Birdman said, put some respect on my name. Y'all put some respect on it. Lord, Moody done got frozen again. He better go back because I'm gonna add other one. My daughters know they can come lean on their bonus mama. We butted heads, but they still come to me with not anything in the best. Ooh, this the one right there. That is the one.
Oh, and it blood don't make you family.
That is the one right there.
That's facts.
Because a perfect stranger, Amanda, that's the one. That's the one right there, girl. Because blood don't make you family. It don't. It's how. Now he switched back. We're going to get this straight next week, Moody. I love you, bro.
I don't know what's going on with my media over here. But yeah, she's absolutely right. Blood don't make you. Hey, there it is.
That's
It's how you respond to situations. Yep.
That's a fact.
All right. So, Lulu, we about to close out. So, what you got to say for the people?
Your ending remarks. What you got to say? What you want to tell everybody? Now, don't go on about a whole crazy long speech. But
just have a good night. That's all I can say.
Friday.
Huh?
Lulu.
Thank you, Lulu. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate having you, boo.
Them grades better be right while you giving your opinion.
I A's and 1B so far. 2 A's and 1B.
Ooh, you go, girl.
Look at you, girl. Look at you. That's what I'm talking about. Let me get a round of applause for that. Yeah. Give me a round of applause for that. Man, about this whole topic, man, I just like, it's whatever for me. It's like, I know you come in my house, I run the show. And I always say that. Kids, step kids or not. Get down and lay down.
Sometimes Friday, I wish I could just come through this camera and be like, "Pow!" That is it. Just like, wow, like, come on, man. All right, so this is what I gotta say. I gotta say is what Amanda said, and that's all I'm gonna say is blood don't make you family.
Yeah,
You
and that's
love them individuals, you love your stepkids, you love your step parents, you love them just like they your own because they the ones there for you, with you, they the ones that standing there taking care of you and all of that. Blood don't make you family, baby. Love do.
Hold
That's
on,
all I
because I
got.
say something.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
we waiting.
So, it's gonna be short and quick. It's some friends out there are more blood than real blood.
Your facts.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna say. Because I know I got cousins that ain't even real cousins. I got friends that's real friends. And I can trust them more than I trust my real family.
Shit,
You heard what I said? Blood don't make you family, love do.
My family kiss my ass because they don't call me.
Moody, what you gotta say? We're finna get off here because Friday finna start tripping.
Good. I just want to piggyback. Mike said a good topic. It was a good topic tonight, everybody. Definitely. We got to keep it up. But I just want to say, like I always say, everybody, tomorrow ain't promised to everybody. So go out there and love on each other like tomorrow's the last day. Stop treating everybody like you have tomorrow. He give you grace for the day, and that's it. I just want to thank everybody for coming on and supporting us. And Brother Mike will be back on next week.
Right. I better see you next week. I'm gonna see
Hey, like and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Always. We got 5 different platforms. Well, about 7 things in up here. We got Keep It Real. We got Shay. We got Mike. We got Moody. We got True Platform Group. True Platform page. We got YouTube.
Lulu,
so y'all come on with it.
YouTube channel. Lulu started her own YouTube channel.
Put the YouTube channel in the comments.
Yeah.
All right.
We can post up.
All right, Dr. Kenneth. She's talking about hold on. Hurrah, little girl. Moody, we didn't show the prank.
And I don't want to show
the prank.
I'm gonna post a prank. So Lulu has her own YouTube channel. She asked me and her mother because she started a YouTube channel, and we agreed. So her first prank was on me. It was called my 15-year-old is pregnant. Prank. So if everybody wants to see it, we're gonna post the prank on the platform so everybody can see Lulu, and she'll have her page on there. So like and subscribe. Lulu, you want to give a shout out to your YouTube page, ma'am? Next time we're gonna charge you for an ad, ma'am.
Advertising.
We'll charge you for advertising. You get one free.
Copy and paste.
Like, subscribe.
Yeah.
Come on, girl, put it in there. Where it's at? Lil Mike said, Lulu like a daddy. I don't see your comment.
Is it up there? Oh my God.
I don't see your comment.
I just put it in.
Yeah.
You got a good one right there, man.
Boy, I'm trying to tell you. You ought to look.
No, boo. You think it's enough. Hold on.
She is one of my 4 daughters.
You put it in the wrong chat, baby. I got you. I'm about to pin it right here.
Shay gonna put it out there for you.
There y'all go. There go her YouTube channel.
Go.
Y'all make sure y'all go like and subscribe to her page and check out that video she did on her daddy when she told her daddy she was pretty. But Morty was in there acting up her phone, y'all.
I was. I'm not even gonna lie.
You should take that belt off on my ass.
I done got him out his body.
You should take that belt.
Let's go, y'all. So with that being said, Friday, Moody, close us out.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I mean, that's basically it, y'all. Hey, look, like I said, love on everybody. and stop treating everybody like they have tomorrow. That's all I gotta say, y'all. I just appreciate everybody. Love y'all. Enjoy the comment, the context. We're gonna keep it going. Keep it real.